Good morning, welcome to day number 1 of Stretch and Roll with Nigel and Harry. Grab your roller, you all have to have a roller at some point somewhere, tucked away in a cupboard, and we'll start with some thoracic mobility. Excuse me, little dog. Support your head, elbows together, and we're just going to give your upper back, your thoracic spine, a little bit of a roll. The closer you keep your elbows together, the more you expose the spine because it pulls the shoulder blades apart. That'll do us. Find a spot, elbows together again, and then give us some extensions, keeping those elbows together. So day 1, why am I doing this? I found that in order to maintain my mobility, I only need about 10 minutes a day. But I don't do it. So I thought I'd set myself a challenge of making a video every day for my clients. And it will make me do it. Who doesn't have 10 minutes? Okay, remove your roller. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. Breathe out. Stretch yourself up. I'm only a few months away from being 50 years old, and I like to exercise, but the problem is I don't like to stretch. I like the way I feel when I stretch, but I don't want to spend 10 to 15 minutes every single day. We'll do one more extension. Breathe up. Okay, cat-cow. So you breathe out and give me the cat. Breathe in. And we do the cow. Big arch. Lift the head up, look. And then last time, breathe out for the cat. Take your knees as wide as you can get them. You're going to do it as well. Take your knees as wide as you can get them. Excuse me, please. Hands in front, and then get your head down between your arms and push your butt as far back as you can. Get a bit of a stretch through the groin. Lift it back up. We're just going to do a nice little adductor stretch. Leg goes out. Feel this guy just here. Now, rules of stretch and roll. No pain. When you stretch a muscle and create pain, and you push it hard, instantly the body recoils against the pain. It goes, I don't like that. That shouldn't be happening. And then it just tightens that area back up again. Ease up, change over, leg goes up straight, sit down. Now if you can't feel a stretch here, you can take the foot wider and then you can take your upper body down. For me, I'm getting about a 4 or 5 out of 10 for stretch. So it's super important that as you're stretching, you're always maintaining a very low level of pain. 4, 5, anything up into a 6 or a 7 that's making you wince, it's too much. The only muscle that can sustain or stand that type of pressure is probably your glute. It's definitely your glute, but everything else just wants nice gentle stretching. Bring that back up. I'm going to stretch the outside of the shoulder just here. Take a deep breath in. Reach through, thread the needle. And back up. Thread the needle. Back up, back onto your front. Another little section of extensions. And down. Sit yourself up. 4 minutes into our stretch. Soles of your feet go together. Oh. And the goal here is to pull yourself as upright as you can. If you're not feeling much of a stretch, you can pull yourself forward and apply pressure with your elbows and your legs. For me, I actually need to lift my knees up a touch because the stretch is already a 5 out of 10 on my adductors. Take nice, steady, even, easy breaths. Nice and relaxed. Whew, release. Take the legs out in front. Let's go 90-90. Internal rotation on my left leg, internal rotation on my right leg. Give a little check. A little bit reduce. So we're going to go 90-90 here, here. Take a deep breath in. Thread the needle. As far as we can. Now I'm getting an almighty spinal stretch here. In this position, my furthest leg at the back I want to lift up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Back up, swizzle it around. Whew. Take it down, deep breath in, thread the needle. Oh, I'm restricted this way for some reason. So I'm trying to get an almighty stretch through my spine, but it's my diaphragm that limits it. So as I take a deep breath in, exhale, and go through even further. Give us the lift on the outside leg. Just that tiny little movement. It's getting that internal rotator released. The line of fascia that is in charge of internal rotation on my left leg wraps around my body. So that's why I'm stretching my upper body. Just stretch out that line of fascia. Release. Bring it back to the center. And then the knee goes right down. Right down. So I've addressed my own internal rotation, which is super important for my lower back and tight SI joint, as I keep good internal rotation through my knees. Whew. About 5 minutes left and so much already. Nice little stretch through the hamstrings. And again, hamstrings, so easy to want to overstretch them. I'm just going to go down and I'm thinking about keeping my chest up. I'm pushing my belly button down towards my thigh. And I can feel that stretch already. For me, it's on the inside, hamstring, adductor, threads into my knee down here. That's where I'm feeling that today. Now I can increase that intensity of the stretch. I've specifically got my heel off the end of the mat. And I'm just going to pull that toe towards me a few times. Not much. Gently. Just feel it nice. Feel it nice. Change sides. Ooh, settle into the stretch. Chest up. Belly button down towards the thigh. Oh, thank you, Harry. This side's not as tight. I push it, and I feel more of a pull on the outside of the leg. So be really conscious of that feeling where it is. You can go a little bit further before I get any pain, and then just back off a little bit. Foot, a couple of those little guys. Whew. Glutes next. Onto your back, knee goes up, let that guy go down. Again, I'm not rafing on this, I'm not pulling it, I'm just maybe the weight of my hand, and then I'm just going to allow my breathing to get the stretch. Feel a stretch on my right chest, through my spine, my right glute. Now my right knuckle is just touching the floor. Oh, thanks, Harry. Ease up. That's enough. Oof. Leg goes down, knee goes up. Rotate that across, and then just let time and gravity do its job. If you want to increase the intensity of the stretch, pull your knee up closer towards your head. And again, we're not yanking this leg down. I've just rested my hand on it, and that's enough. Use your breathing. And then be conscious of where you feel the stretch. Totally different on this side for me. I don't feel anything in my spine or my back, but it's a bigger stretch through my glute, but nothing in my chest on this left side. It's always different, but two different sides. Great, ease out. And breathe out. Last little stretch. You can either do it from standing, like this, or you can take it down on the mat for a quad stretch here. Last stretch of the day. Nice and gentle, nothing too intense. Each day is going to be a bit different, but the goal is to stretch every part of the body. And that's all it needs, 10 minutes. Where are we at now? 11. Got over a little bit. Oh, left quad, not happy. Whew, there we go. And that is day 1 of stretching. Thank you very much for joining me. And if you have any questions, give us a shout here, nigelrag@me.com, fascial stretch therapist level 2. Have a great day, thanks.